We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky. He'll get that left side. Here's Tebow. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Trubisky. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Salt Lake City.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Trubisky. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trubisky will throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Caught on the slant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Elks march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Jackson now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. As we take a look at the starting quarterback, Deshaun Kaiser, the man who hails from Toledo, Ohio, and of course played his college ball at Notre Dame.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama, and was inquiring about him and his skills. They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Play fake. Kaiser. It's caught. Smith. 8 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the #2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On the delay, here's Hunt. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Complete. Smith has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Kaiser steps away. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Kaiser now. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. To throw is Kaiser. Chicago touchdown. Charlie Werner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Blues are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 2nd down at 7. Now Trubisky to throw. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing here, Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. To the middle, he's got Tebow. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trubisky to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Tebow. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Again, it's Trubisky. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Elks have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Kaiser's throw taken in by Cooper here.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kaiser's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Later in the afternoon, of course, we'll be watching that game down in Stadio Azteca, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky who's looked sharp thus far. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Jackson now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Trubisky. That one complete to Tebow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run on the draw. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll get that into the hands of Tebow. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Throwing again on 2nd down. Kaiser, he's got Smith here.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Kaiser, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. To throw, Kaiser. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception, Kaiser. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A carry here for Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Kaiser. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That's no mystery. Missed field goals have been a big problem. So here, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Throwing on 2nd and 8. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and long for Kaiser. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they've got to go thank the guys on D.
From the 29, Kaiser. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Kaiser on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on second down. Kaiser. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Here's Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. But this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Kaiser on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 3 yards remain for second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. The open man here, Renfro. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Kaiser to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Blues are once again back in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Trubisky readies the offense. Down by a field goal, just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Trubisky. A throw right side, that's Tebow. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Renfro. Trubisky to throw. Pass complete to Green. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. Connecting with Renfro. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
one score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down at 4. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this.